Alright, good morning everyone. Not the screen I really wanted to have show up first, but adjusting my settings here. Making sure there's no double audio coming through. Okay, getting them barely visible. Set control type. Dual stick pointer. Use L and R for movement, and camera controls use motion control for aiming. Oh, I actually have to aim. Oh, oops. Okay, dual stick. Oh, awesome. There's 3 difficulty tiers. I like that already. Combat difficulty is reduced. Save stations restore both energy and ammo. Default difficulty level. Save stations store both energy and ammo. Oh, so it's... okay. Beat the game on normal to unlock permanent. Okay, we'll do normal. Oh wait, did I just select? Hang on a second. I'm gonna start this over. I don't want to accidentally do easy mode. No one's watching right now anyway, so we'll be all right. Just restart the game. Hey, see this guy. Good to see you. Check it out. I finally got Metroid Prime 4. Alright. New game. I want normal difficulty. I eventually want to play Prime 4 blind, though that'll probably be a long way, considering all the bad stuff I heard about. I totally understand. If you don't want to stick around for it, that's fine. I get it. Is the Cosmic Year 20... oh, I missed it. It is believed the space pirates are being controlled by Metroids that have the ability to fuse with other life forms and control their minds. Now on planet Tenamar in the Desolian system, another Federation research facility is being attacked. Galactic Federation HQ received their distress call and dispatched Samus, who was on a reconnaissance mission nearby. Alright. Take it easy, Seeking the Sky. Thanks for just dropping by to say hello. If you're still here, am I getting any kind of double audio? Because I want to try to avoid that. Wow, this looks really good. After playing Prime 2 and 3. Not gonna lie, this looks really good. Someone's coming in for the save. do like the design. It's like she has her classic shoulder pads, but it's like they slimmed down her design to kind of make it a little bit more believable. Oh, first problem, which I hope I can change from here, is camera. Invert Y. I am that kind of person. I need the inverted Y axis. Gonna lower myself a bit. Alright, there we go. Alright, classic. I'm currently playing with my gamepad here. I'm wondering if I can do that. I'm also gonna just check the audio here, because I want to make sure that even though I can hear it from my monitor, that my mic's not picking it up and I'm not getting double audio. Sounds like there's even a little bit of a delay. Press A. Oh wow, they have the. You press A to fire too, and some. That's interesting. Yeah, usually it's oh no, I guess it's standard for the. Man, this is so smooth compared to playing Prime 2 and 3.
They came out of nowhere. How'd they get the drop on us? This ain't no useful invasion. They're up to something. This is an ambush. I think these pirates are looking for something.
Samus, you saved us.
I can't believe it. It's Samus. It's really her.
Are the pirates looking for something? What are they after?
We're holding our position, but the artifact is at risk. We need immediate... Samus, you made it. Command needs you to secure a sensitive artifact. Uploading coordinates now.
Classic scanning sound.
When
I
you're
like
ready,
that.
scan the door and head through.
So unlike my other playthroughs, I haven't played this yet, so I'm not going to be talking as much usually, but I will point out things I like and try not to interrupt the gameplay too much. So just be aware of that. I'm still going to try to provide commentary where I can, but, you know, in cutscenes and things like that, I'm probably not going to talk. I just want to check here to make sure this audio is not completely out of whack here. It's a few milliseconds off, but whatever. Morning, Zeltroid. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Glad you're here for it. Switch to visor. Okay, so that's... Alright, ZL. Same control scheme for the most part.
We'll hold position here. Go get him, Samus.
security clearance term provides support emergency redundancy information. See, the destructibles that look like part of the environment are not slathered in yellow paint. Oh, no, it's scanning. More fall, okay. R to launch, that's what I'm looking for. Nice. Sorry, getting the controls down.
My heart is beating so fast.
Show live camera sensor,
Alpha
please.
Squad, we have suppressed a scouting party. Multiple friendly wounded. Over. Roger that. Standing by for further instructions.
So again, I am going to be nitpicky here and there, so forgive me. This looks fantastic, and it's exciting, and I'm really enjoying myself. But the combination of scanning, like having that, like, hey, let's scan stuff, let's scan everything, with the very Halo-esque intro with the action and the excitement, doesn't really mesh well together. Okay, again, I'm just nitpicking here. It's like, compare it to the wrecked ship in Prime 1. Like, you had time to go through and there's tension building. Now the tension's already here and they have a sense of urgency, but, you know, if you've played Metroid Prime before, you want to scan stuff, and that kind of breaks the tension a little bit. So cool. As I said, it's just a nitpick. Hey, Tim. That's awesome. Oh, sorry, getting the controls. There we go. Oh, I can launch forward. Got a little upload data there. No, sorry. X's missile in Prime 3. Which I was just playing, that's why I'm doing that.
Are we clear?
Ooh. Galactic Federation heavyweight class Golem mech. MK9 bipedal war mech. Right arm loadout include a charged particle cannon with a max output equal to the frigate's main battery. It's nice to see, I said this in Prime 3 with the other hunters, but it is nice to see competent NPCs that are on your side. It's always annoying when you have NPCs and they're just completely incompetent and you're the only one who can do anything. It kind of makes the atmosphere a bit unbelievable in a sense. I don't know. I have to flush that out a bit more, but I like it when there's both competent villains and competent heroes on your side.
Ambush! Alpha Squad, heads up. Pirates are attempting breach on your position. I repeat, pirates are gonna blow the door. Do you copy? Give me someone on that door. Take him out.
Nice. Energy tank. Right, yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It's just it's a nitpick. The isolation comes later. That's what I was told as well. The first part feels very much like Halo. And this is very similar to Prime 3, the start of Prime 3, which is also a fun game.
Friendly! Check your fire!
Oops, sorry. Oh man, not competent NPC. He just stood there. Identifies classified known. Both. No. Oh, okay.
They're throwing themselves at the hangar. We can't let them through.
At least they got a whole bunch of different voice actors, it seems. Oh. Sorry, I gotta, looks like there's different controls for inverting. Invert Y. Yeah, I still need that. There we go. Hold ZL to lock on the targets. Oh, okay. I guess I can also... I could aim with my pointer, but I'm lazy. Don't want to actually move my arms. I'm not going to worry too much about getting 100% of things, because I fully plan to play this again on hard mode. So feel free to shout out, though, if I miss anything. You know, that's fine. I don't mind that. But if there's an option to play hard mode, I will play it. That's the thing from the title screen.
Careful! I need to secure this thing.
We're out of time. Let's go. Protect the artifact!
Get down!
Oh, man. The new Metroid ability we haven't seen. Alien morphology, Abrax. Large officer in the space pirate army. Metroid fusion has resulted in loss of free will and formation of beam projection lenses on its chest. Metabolic energy surges become uncontrollable when all lenses have been destroyed. This causes reoccurring energy releases directly from its core via the orifice in its abdomen until the lenses regenerate. So basically shoot the lenses, then damage it until it regenerates. Easy enough. Right. Nice little tutorial trick. Oh. How do I boost to the side? Am I boosting the side now? Yeah, nice little tutorial trick they did with the doors. Now where do I shoot it? Making the doors be like the boss to kind of get you the idea of what's about to happen. Oh, am I actually damaging him? Sorry, I keep messing up my controls like it's Prime 3. Well, I am damaging you, so that's good. Is it considered a spoiler to say if there isn't? If there isn't? Well, maybe. Depends on the game. This one, there was on the title screen. There was hard mode. On like, it was like beat normal mode to unlock hard mode. So. Sorry. I do like how they gave him a name. Like, not like Berserker Lord, but he actually has a name. Like, kind of like Ridley and Kraid. Like, they want to start a whole new Samus rivalry. Some pickups. Oh, jeez. Actually, be careful. Come on. This could be a little bit more difficult to avoid and or shoot. Keep okay. Y is more fall. Nice. There we go. Hard mode is hard. Much higher jump difficulty. That's good to know. I like a challenge. That's pretty cool. All the troops are just watching you. I never actually played Metroid Prime Hunters, so I just know about Psylocke from what people say on the internet. Chrono Tower. Various suit malfunction, multiple systems offline. Classic. Missile launcher offline. Space jump offline. They have you taste it all and then they just take it away from you. That feels very much like Metroid. Oh, the transition is nice. That's cool. Local database contains no matches for this device material. Analysis implies this is a mechanoid variant local database contains. Nothing about it. I did learn that some of the guys who worked on the original Halo worked on this game as well. Which is probably why it feels the same, and that looks like 343 Guilty Spark. Physical amnesia is what Adam called it in Metroid Prime. For goodness sake. If Samus sneezes in the beginning of the game, she loses all of her abilities. Technology used to construct this device cannot be identified. Okay. These guys look like something out of Hollow Knight. Oh, no space jump here. Yeah, right. I mean, I don't think this character will talk, but I don't know. It's just popped in my head. I mean, this is all very kind of reminds me of the Citadel, I guess, in Halo 2, 3, maybe? I don't know. An android created using an unknown technology. Local database contains no matches, no energy. Can I go in here? Analysis implies there's a slot for storing a mechanoid local device. Sorry, I'm going to accidentally do that, so just be aware. Analysis implies this is an unknown hologram technology. No matches found. Okay. Seems to be the theme here. Statue of an unknown species composed of unknown material. Local database contains no matches. Okay. I'm obviously missing something. That's cool. I feel like even just the shots persist more on the screen. The jump from the Wii technology of Prime 3. I am really glad I got to play Prime 2 and some of Prime 3 before jumping into this. Because just, man, the technology upgrade. Some people said this game looks bad, and I think those are just people who are snooty about their 60 FPS in every single game, and everything has to look like photorealism. I think this looks great. Statue of Unknown Species. Okay, I get it. Yeah, very sci-fi channel. I don't know how old you are, Zeltroid, but do you remember the sci-fi channel? Kind of like, reminds me of Farscape. Very Farscape-y. This is really trippy. Kind of cool. And let the lens flare. Okay, good. We're on the same age. Picking up a new suit right off the bat. Is it speaking a different... I can't really hear. I have the volume turned a little low on my... Is that a different language? If so, that's pretty cool. Psychic crystal acquired. Release the latent psychic powers residing within you and enables interacting with psychic technology using your visor. Press ZR to fire a psychic beam. Okay. Press X to switch to the psychic visor. Open the menu with... and check the... okay. Basically, if you forgot, check the menu. Oh, cool. So I can still scan. Depicting a Lamworn. Its forehead has a crystal design. Subject identified as priest, able to manipulate psychic energy. Psychic assembler form objects by bonding or molecule nanomachines floating throughout the environment. So they just float throughout the environment. Oh. Nice little 3-burst blast there. Does it do like the gun overheating if I shoot for too long? Aw, man. Oh, okay. I guess now I know what these things are. Cybot. How original. Androids built by the Lamworn to aid in everyday life, operated via telepathy, modified to face the Griever threat after the Great Tragedy. Disassembles and reassembles. Okay. There's a lot of like different species in the Metroid universe that just get wiped out. You got the Chozo and the Luminoth and the 3 different ones in Metroid Prime 3. The Lamore and these guys. Elevate a Chrono Tower. Touch the hologram to activate. Use psychic energy from the Chrono Tower to ascend. There. Respond to psychic. Oh. Shoot it. And just if anybody's wondering, I am running this on the Switch 1 version. Because I can't afford a Switch 2 right now. It's funny how Samus always shows up after everyone's been wiped out. Might have helped. That's true. Well, I mean, the Federation have seemed to have picked up on it to call her while at least while things are happening. Every other race seems to be like, oh, maybe we'll reach out to her through a prophecy or through psychicness or something after everything's gone. That's cool. At least the Federation are like, we'll call her while things are, you know, going down. Wheel when cease to exist, however. Creation was a skill unique to Lemorn priests. Contact instantly teleports objects to location designated by its creator. Cool wormhole. Take a moment, take it all in. Nice visor reflection. Garden of Remembrance. So I imagine this is going to follow the same, based on what I've heard, the same format as Prime 3 and, I mean, to an extent, Prime 2, where Prime 2, they segmented the world more than in Prime 1 and in other Metroid games, just to make it maybe like easier to navigate or maybe to have different biomes. I do know a little bit about what's going on with like the desert being the hub. and people saying this is more structured like a Zelda game, a 3D Zelda game than it is a Metroid game. So we'll see how it plays out. I imagine it'll be fun. The question, of course, is, will it feel like a Metroid game? Which isn't really a knock against it. It's just how it all plays out, and what people expect out of the games they play. Oh, you're right. That's a good point, Jim. She did come before the home species was wiped out, and in that case, she was the cause of it. Samus was the destroyer in Metroid 2. I'm liking the detail. Whoa, okay, wasn't expecting that. Sorry. Homing Spore. Okay. Like all the other ones that we've fought before. And of course, if you're in the chat and you've played this game before, feel free to discuss what you want. I would appreciate if no spoilers. This is my first run through the game, so I'll probably do another run on hard mode. See, this is a cool little detail. The doorway seems organic and not mechanical like in all other games. In the other games, the doors felt built into the environment. This feels natural. Again, tiny thing, but it's nice. That's cool. Very Pandora-like. Sacred Tree of the Lemorn, age estimated over 6 millennia. Analysis indicates it has absorbed and stored massive amounts of psychic energy. Shot goes pretty far, that's kind of nice. Extremely elastic and durable, cannot be cleared. So I mentioned this in Prime 3 when I played it, but because of the visor mechanic, it gets around that whole like yellow paint issue, where in games, game designers want to guide the player towards destructibles and items and things like that, and mark the way to go. So they make it obvious. They put yellow paint on something that sticks out in the environment, doesn't really think. And I find that breaks immersion. But Metroid Prime, because we have the scanning mechanic, it like kind of meshes that with the environment in a believable way. Like, Samus has a visor. Of course it can analyze things on its own and highlight something that I can interact with. Whereas now it looks like part of the environment. But now I can just, I don't know. I think it's a really like small tweak to the way of how you guide the player that works, because it actually involves the player. Like, I have to take the initiative as the player to scan things, and if I don't, I'm not going to know the way to go. But if I do, it's like fairly obvious what you're supposed to do. But I still have to interact with it. So it's like a player agency thing meshed with guiding the player. They're trusting me to use the scanning, but also providing me with enough information on the way to go. In a game like Resident Evil 2, that really wouldn't work because, they're just people. They don't have from a story perspective, they don't have a scanner. In Batman Arkham series, it actually works because Batman has cool technology, and he can do X-ray mode or something like that. Anyway, again, small things add up to really great gaming experiences. As Dark Aether and Phase as planets. Oh, you're right. Good point. I guess I did destroy the Ing in their way of life. And Phase. And Phazon. Samus is both a savior and a destroyer. Also, I'll remind people again, this is I'm not a speed runner, so I will be taking my time through this. As I learn the controls. That's cool. Psychic platform formed by compression of psychic energy. Standing on them requires psychic boots. Okay. Scout bot emits ultrasonic waves of overhead to detect a map of positions valuable. An electric shock will activate it. So if anybody's new is watching, welcome. Thanks for tuning in to my stream. I stream every day, every weekday, from about 4:45 to about 6. I know it's not long, but it's what I can do. And then I make some clips of my stuff and post it up onto YouTube, Instagram, and X, and TikTok. I'm thinking with this game I might have to wake up a bit earlier and start streaming earlier if I'm going to get through it in a reasonable amount of time. An hour and 15 minutes a day is not necessarily the best, the amount of time I would love to devote to this. Something. Sorry, I keep doing that. Hang on. Oh, okay, so I have to shoot it and then a receiver conductor for psychic energy linked to the gate. See, this feels like Metroid and requires patience. Feels like Metroid Prime, which is good. Psychic glove acquired. Enables remote manipulation of psychic motes and psychic objects. Switch to psychic visor and holds the L to grasp the target. They can then be manipulated. Okay, let's practice it. Oh, hello. Okay. In the mode ZL. Oh, that's cool. I'm always amazed how after, like, this is the 4th game in the Metroid Prime series, but, you know, people are really creative and they change it up. You know, Prime 3 had the motion controls, which really really changed up the way the game plays. Now this game has both motion controls, and they creatively made the what if we took the scanning visor and added more functionality to it? What can we do? Scan psychic abilities. You know, it's a nice natural flow in the progress of Samus's abilities from a gameplay perspective. Okay, I am gonna have to find a save point. Guess I should look at my map from time to time. I don't know how it is in the late game, but I am liking right now how the map is barren. There's not like a whole ton of waypoint like things littering the map to remind me where things are. Am I going back the way I came? Okay, so I went in there. Oh, looks like there's a little thing behind the... Or is this the way I came? Yeah, this might be the way I came. But I'm just gonna check anyway. Okay, yeah, it was. Just making sure. Music is very atmospheric as well. Feels a lot like Talon 4. Alright, so I need to... Okay, there we go. That'll get expanded on for sure in later areas. This kind of looks like a big X-parasite, or the big ones that come at you after you beat a clone. Psychic container stores items prepared by the last Lemorn priest to be given to the chosen one, opened by telekinesis. It is kind of... They already kind of did the chosen one thing with I feel like they've done that a lot. Maybe not a lot, but at least they did it in Metroid Prime. Like the hatchling. I don't know. Maybe. I feel like Samus has been the child of prophecy before. I can't remember. Maybe chat, help me out if you can. The game seems dark. I just followed the settings suggested. And I'm gonna keep it that way. Missiles. Can't blow it up with that, okay. Galactic Federation distress beacon detected. Alright. Is that going to be the infamous Miles McKenzie? Oh, something I didn't mention about that first boss. I liked the fight. It was good. It was exciting. There was that, waiting for the spots to become vulnerable, but there was enough going on that it was still an exciting fight. Like still had to be on my toes. So I did appreciate that. It wasn't like I could put down the controller and relax for a second, which can sometimes happen, surprisingly, in games. This game looks fantastic. Where'd that come from? Should probably try to scan that thing before I shoot it. Whoa. I do not like bugs. Life signs diminished due to severance from body. It's probably a dead end. Beetle variant nest composed of hardened mud and clay. The nest is fragile enough that a single powerful blow could shatter it. I thought I was going the wrong way, but this might be the right way. Glides atop slick mucus, which they produce. Their diet is primarily glow mold. Oh. It's stuck on that thing. Place looks very sinister. For every doomed alien, she is the chosen one for every doomed alien race. Exactly. You know, if you have a prophecy of a chosen one, your race is doomed in the Metroid universe. Samus is gonna show up at some point and clean up your mess. There he is.
No hope of survival. But you're also not sitting next to Phil anymore in that cubicle, so... Win? Oh. Okay. What? What now? Samus? Samus Aran? Hey! Hey, Samus Aran! Oh, stop! Help me out! Oh! Please get me down. I'll just stay right here. Try not to die.
I'm gonna withhold my judgment until I see more. I mean, I've seen it quite a bit from the footage released. Not very good things, but whatever. Let's just... Don't want to jump the gun here.
Oh! I think it's working. Shoot some... What was that? Okay, that did not sound friendly.
That's cool.
I got it! Oh.
hold on, guys. Let me scan you first.
What are these things?
Alien morphology jungle griever. A griever variant of this area can leap to great heights. It has extremely aggressive disposition and will use its arms and claws to attack its enemies. At close range, when at a distance, it will spit poison. Okay. I don't have any missiles, so we'll just have to do this old-fashioned.
Oh no, there's too many of them.
I gotta wait for them to try to hit me. That was my clock, not the game. I have a bird clock. Goes off every once in a while.
Oh, great job. Now help me down. We're good.
Okay. I'm coming down. Thank you, Samus. I'm a specialist, Miles McKenzie, engineer level 4. I have something for you. Hold on, I gotta manually override this.
So I mentioned this before from the trailers, but I like how that
Stick a little. Come on.
Samus is really big. Like if you look at the instruction booklet for I think Metroid 2, it shows like she's like 6'3" and almost 200 pounds without her suit. Probably due to being part Chozo, but I like how they kept that in here. Like she's clearly the tallest person around.
Just a little token of my appreciation. If it's okay with you, I'm gonna tag along. So,
Primarily responsible for golem maintenance of the UTO, research skilled in operating, repairing, and modifying computer.
oh, where to? You might be a good idea to check the map and get our bearings.
Okay, I'm hoping there's a save point coming up, because I can't really play much longer. Looks like we gotta get up there.
Samus, please shoot that thing. It won't stop moving. Maybe try your new toy.
Okay.
Might work against tougher enemies. How about we avoid the standing water? Those things seem pretty territorial.
This is a save point. Please. I'll have to move it along the track. Oh, that's kind of cool.
Something's happening.
Alright. Again, I'm withholding judgment upon this fellow right here till I see a bit more of the game, so...
What does it say?
I have some thoughts of brewing, but you know, I'll share them later. Thanks, Jim. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get started a little earlier. So hopefully by 4:30 Central Time. Just so I can get more gameplay in. But yeah, if you're new, just checking out my channel. I'm also on Twitch and Kick. Pretty much a lot of the social medias. I share a lot of my shorts there and my thoughts on game design
This technology
and story and things like that.
What
So
do you
yeah,
think it's doing here?
check out my stuff. Like it if you do like it. If you don't like it, leave an angry comment or something. I don't know. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'll be back on tomorrow to continue Metroid Prime 4. So thanks for hanging out, Jim. Thanks for joining for the first time. If this is your first time, welcome. And yeah, we'll end it there. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.